Peace, family. Peace to you and yours. Peace to you and yours. Welcome to another episode of Melanin Mondays, episode 168, featuring your host, Brother Red Pill. Yes, indeed. All right. Tell me how the sound is, real quick. Let me try something out with y'all. I just got a new microphone. I want to see the difference between the audio. So, how is this audio? Can you hear me clear? Okay. Hold on. Is this better? Do you hear a considerable change in the audio? Let me know. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. It's loud and all right. Yeah. I had to switch up my microphone, so I'm trying out something new. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna skip the intro music for right now. We're just gonna get right into the show. First and foremost, let us do you said no changes? Okay. Slightly better with the mic? Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna try this out. You know what I mean? We'll try this out tonight. But greetings, peace to everybody. I'm gonna let y'all file in the building. I'm gonna let y'all pull up and whatnot. Good evening to the family. Greetings. Love and light, all of that good stuff. Like I said earlier, welcome to another episode of Melanin Monday. This happens to be episode 168. Mama, we made it. You know what I mean? It might even be 169. I gotta check. I gotta double check. But we here. We in the building. Let's do this roll call. Let's start this roll call out. We got Virginia in the building. I see we have Virginia. Peace to Virginia. Peace to the NO in the building. All right. What up, little goddess? Peace to who else we got? Boston up in this thing. Cleveland, the land. All right. Cleveland, the land where the Giants are buried. Clarksville, Tennessee, Los Angeles, PG County, Sanford, Charlotte, Shreveport. All right, what's goody, man? Hey, baby, Michigan, Delaware, Denver, Lenape, the Lenape Hoking Land, Ottawa, Canada, right? Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, Tennessee, right? All of this is ancient land. Michigan, South Bronx, Indiana, Bellevue, Williamston, North Carolina, New Mexico, Fort de France, New Jersey, Cincinnati, Seaport, T. Dot, Tremont Ave. Oh, Tremont Ave. What's goody? BX, San Diego, Watts, Vegas, Alaska, West Palm Beach, Savannah, Georgia, Raleigh, 757, Alaska, Chi-Town, Chicago, DMV, New Orleans. Come on, talk black to me. The family is deep in the building. Salute to everybody that's out there tonight. Salute to every single person, wherever you domicile, wherever you live at, wherever you call home. You know what I mean? I'm definitely giving you a shout out. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Cleveland, of course, DMV, of course, Tennessee, Kansas City, Jersey City, Houston, right? Be more. I promise you, and I always repeat this. But the more I study, I'm a work in progress. The more I study, the more I learn about every single place that I'm calling out right now. I shit you not. I'm learning more about Delaware, right, through Ross Ben, and he's building on Lenape Hoking land, which happened to be Delaware, Jersey, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, parts of Connecticut. You dig what I'm saying? This is sacred ancient land. New York, New Jersey. Then I'm learning more about Tennessee. Then I'm learning more about Mississippi. And I'm talking about the old world. I'm talking about ancient America. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about foundational. Learning more about it is just, and then when I do the roll call, it's just the ancestors are showing me that, you know, it's almost my validation. It's almost a validation that one would seek when you're on that path. And it's almost like a you know, it's not even synchronicity. That's the magic right there. You know, the great divine speaks in signs, and you have to be able to peep the signs. So it's the subtleties, shit like this. When you do the roll call, and out of the 50 states in America, it could have been pulling up, you know, you people from specific towns that you might have been studying a few days ago. Just in studying and bypassing, you're hearing the names of these places, and you're like, all right, I'm writing this down. Oh, this has sacred mounds. Oh, this is where wars were fought. Oh, da 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 da. Yeah, confirming. Shout out to all my Lenape family out there. Shout out to Turtle Gang, of course. Shout out to Ross Ben. You know, all of the teachers, everybody that's digging up the truth and putting it out there. You are all appreciated. You're all needed, and your work is essential. You know, and the people are going to benefit off of everyone's who's been putting out work and you know, doing their research. Like, your research is going to be rewarded in the future. It's gonna really manifest. So keep working. You've been in Williamston 8 years. That's what's up. But I shit you not. And it makes the conversation even more, you know, direct, because everybody, that damn near the majority of the people that I'm building to, you know, I'm letting you know that that wherever you live, wherever you call home, it's in my humble opinion that you learn about wherever you are planting your feet at. You know what I mean? Don't fall for the old school story about it, slave land. Like, don't get scared away from, you know, doing the history of the land based off of some lies that people have told you, and have you fake, you know, disconnected from the land that you call home right now. Do your research, do your due diligence, you know, find it, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of hidden shit all around us. So Buffalo, New York has deep history. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I was just watching a video about Buffalo's history, the old world Buffalo. I was doing one on Hartford, Connecticut. I was also doing one on Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. These places have remarkable stories to them. These places have remarkable stories to them. You know, like I said, I'm highly suggesting y'all tap into Ras Ben, RASBEN. He has a YouTube channel. He's also an author, and he's also done, uh, you know, he's a lecturer, so he has a body of lectures that are out there. You could contact him directly, but the research that this brother's doing, and he's making it, this is not speculatory research. He's not speaking in a language that the people don't speak. If you understand, you know, he's laying it out. He's giving you the receipts. He's showing you, you know, the coordinates. And he's uncovering through his research some profound information. You feel me? I shit you not. Profound information that everybody should be able to benefit off of if you're on a particular type of journey, you know? How do you spell his name? RASBEN. You could even Google, and somewhere on this page, on this channel, on this platform, we have about 3 or 4 videos with the brother, because he came on the show in the beginning of 2020, before the pandemic, and he laid out the pandemic before the pandemic happened. You know what I mean? He was able to forecast what the whole year was going to be about. So the brother's definitely standing on his square. You know, you got to be, you know, if you I don't hide my sources. I don't hide other teachers. You know what I mean? Like, I don't act like nobody else exists. I'm not one of those people. I'm going to say their names. I'm going to speak people's other teachers' names. I'm going to promote them. I'm going to put them out there. This is what I've been doing since, for my whole career. And I'm going to continue to do that. So tap into the brother. You have my permission, 'cause niggas is, they weird these days. But I have so much confidence when I walk into a room that to see any one of my brothers or sisters elevated and shining and doing what they're doing and being the headliner and being on stage, like, I never had any type of hangups about that. You know what I mean? Like, I get inspired when I see us win. And if more of us work like that, if more of us were in that mind state, and I'm not saying that I have a superior mind state or something, but if it was more about cohesiveness, camaraderie, and people really working together for solutions, it's just my humble opinion that people would, a whole community, a whole nation would be a lot further today than they may be right now, right? In the quote unquote midst of a quote unquote war, however you want to put it, however you want to word it, however you want to remix it, however you want to redefine it, there's a war going on outside. No man is safe. There's an active war taking place in front of all of us right now. And I will go out on a limb and say multiple wars are taking place right now. There's a war on higher principalities. There's a spiritual war. There's a culture war. There's this war with an invisible enemy, and they're calling it a pathogen. They're calling it a virus. Certain people are saying it's a biological, biogenetic weapon. So in the middle of this whole pandemic, in the middle of the encroachment on our bodies, right? What's taking place is that there's a war that's being fought that's more sinister than any war that you've ever seen, right? From what they told you happened in WW1 and WW2, all the way down to even the Civil War, whatever war, they never was in your body like that. They was never in your body like that. They was never in your gene pool. They swimming in gene pools now. They never was in your gene pool. You saw the movie Ant-Man and Wasp Woman? They didn't invade your body or your temple. But further than just your temple, your bloodstream. Nah, more than just your bloodstream, your genome, your DNA strands. This is different. This is different. There's an experimental fluid. I don't know what to call it. I'm trying to come up with a more, I want to be fair. But there's an invasion taking place where they are basically tagging and shooting up and inserting, nanoparticles and unknown substances into the bodies of human beings globally at once, in step. Never seen nothing like this. Shit is different. It hit different, and I'm not, I'm far from the dystopian type, but I'm a Scorpion. I'm extremely morbid. You know what I'm talking about? It don't hurt that we in the dog days of the summer. It doesn't fucking hurt that we're in the dog days of the summer. But niggas could play if they want, and that it's a lot of playing going on. This shit is a playground. You know, the cohesiveness, the collectivism, the community work, you know, if it was going to happen, it would have happened already. Right? So everybody's kind of on their own until further notice, you know, and we're still in a position where we're just reactionaries. We're not proactive. We're still being reactionaries. We're just waiting to see what hammer drops, what gavel drops, what they decide to do, you know, whatever they decide that the people's fate is, you know, tied into like a, you know, tied into some type of legislation, right? The propaganda campaign that's being run right now is at heights that if you were to step back and really examine it, you would have to admit that you've never seen a campaign, a propaganda campaign, a campaign of deception, right? A campaign that outright emits the truth, and a campaign that's aimed directly at a group of people. They're geo-targeting a biodiverse group of people, right? Through geo-targeting. The commercials have strippers selling the juice. The commercials have hustlers in Arkansas telling you to take the juice. The commercials have there's a whole bunch of commercials out there. They're giving out free chicken, free biscuits, free sneakers. Don't let Nike start giving out free Air Forces to take the juice. You know, the incentives is part of the propaganda campaign. The propaganda campaign is going to turn into something like the Inquisition campaign. The propaganda campaign is going to, because now what you see is it's a tragedy of the unvaxxed. It's the unvaxxed versus the vaxxed. It's those with the card and those without the card. So soon after the stage of propaganda, you enter into the stage of what the Inquisition was about. And that's where you turn the people against each other. And that's where you deputize the people. You saw it play out in the movie, The Matrix. That's the scenes when everybody in general population was turning into Agent Smith. That's what that represents. When Mama Sophia wrote that in, and you saw people turning into the state or turning into Agent Smith, or turning into them people, that's the Inquisition. That was the power of the Inquisition with the Jesuits, where they were able to turn everybody that was in Moorish Spain and Moorish Portugal and other places into agents of the state. So when they finish cooking niggas with the vax versus the unvax, and when they're able to single out the unvax and corner everybody in Texas and Florida, or however it goes down, they're gonna have already achieved probably what it is that they've carried out, right? Because they have a rollout. The rollout has already happened. The media has now weaponized and targeted the unvaxxed, and the language that's being used and the talking heads, the narrative that they're giving the talking heads to spin in mainstream media is speaking in subtleties, is blowing dog whistles, but it's very clear what's being mandated and what's being said and what's being relayed in those messages that Don Lemon and other people are having on the networks, right? So they turn the people against each other, right? And they marginalize. And then once the people, it's a trick that Rome plays. It's a war tactic. You turn one people against another people. When those people crush the other people, then you crush those people. But it is what it is. There's going to be decisions that the family is going to have to be faced with to make in the next few months. I don't anticipate that, but I damn sure would not walk around like that's not a possibility. And and the fact that there's still a lot of people that's out here that's serious. There's still a lot of people that's out here that's proactive. There's still a lot of people that's out here that's not playing with this shit. They really on, what they say that they on. Uh, they need this information so they could start planning ahead, because everybody is not just gonna sit around and just play, like, you know what I mean, like like the possibility. Because I'm not saying that anything is gonna happen, because I've lived long enough to know that there's always been a threat hanging and looming in the horizon. There's always been a promise of some dark shit happening. I can't remember a time when that has not been hanging over our heads, or directly looming in the horizon. There's always some threat of some shit coming and happening and dropping down and descending upon us. We're not new to this. You know what I'm talking about? This is nothing new. So there's no need to even panic about anything that's going on. But there's definitely the opportunity to have the conversation for brothers and sisters that are ready to make some real serious moves and utilize situations that are windows to climb through these windows and to go ahead and make moves, you know, because moves could be made. But when they start locking shit down, moves can't be made. The way that this variant is looking, it looks like there's going to be a new lockdown coming by the end of the month. So I would highly suggest that if people have to move around, you should do such, and you should begin to set up your economics to be more digitally based, so you don't have to succumb to the limits of being on lockdown when you're dealing with a physical economic market. you know Somebody said they feel like they're protected. That's what's up. You should always continue to know. Don't even feel like it. Know that you're protected. Know that you're good. Know that whatever happens in the world, you're still an observer. You don't have to be the victim. This is theater. This whole shit is a movie. It's a stage. you know accept that. Accept the fact that it's a whole stage. It's a whole movie, and life must go on. Shit is gonna happen, and buildings are gonna fall, and buildings will be erected. Earthquakes are gonna happen. You're never gonna stop that. Hurricanes are gonna happen. You're never gonna stop that. Look at there's fires all around the world right now as we speak. Whole cities on fire, right? Whole cities on fire. Then there's floods on the other side of the world. Whole cities are being washed up and flooded out. Nothing is gonna change. That's only gonna speed up, my niggas. You know what I'm talking about? That's only gonna speed up. That's only gonna happen even more. So life is what it is. We live on a volatile planet. I don't give a fuck if you niggas say it's a plane or whatever. We live on a very volatile planet, right? This whole planet deals with death. This whole planet deals with rebirth. This whole planet deals with just the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. There's for every animal on this planet, there's a predator that's out there trying to kill that animal. And for every predator that's out there trying to kill said animal, there's another predator that's out to kill that predator. And then we human beings happen to be the apex predator, to whereas we'll go out here and we'll murk everything. You know what I mean? We'll kill anything. But then what happens if there's another entity that gets introduced onto this pyramid and they're the apex predator? Right? What happens if you run into another species and they're apex? They're higher than you in terms of how they kill, their kill efficiency, their ability to protect themselves, because that's what human beings have over the animal kingdom. They don't have the quote unquote military might, nor do they have the know-how on how to fight back the humans that will kill them in an instant. You got people out there whale hunting in Japan and whatnot. You got people in the Serengetis in Africa taking down whole elephant tribes, rhinos, my nigga, hippopotamus. They done extincted the hippopotamus. They laid down the bisons, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? They in all kind of forests and jungles right now, tearing shit down, mowing down animals, chopping down trees, pillaging, taking full advantage of, this quote unquote power that they've been bestowed with. But what if the animals had the quote unquote intelligence to basically fight back? That would be interesting to see. That'd be interesting to see. Yeah, 811 FEMA alert. We've been here before, right? We've been here before. Make sure you got cash on hand. Don't have all of your quote unquote resources tied up digitally, but also have some digital resources, of course. Keep the blicky close, and definitely prepare yourself if the quote unquote alert, the 811 FEMA alert, has anything to do with blackouts or anything like that. You have to prepare for at least a week ahead with with toiletries and foods that's saved up. It's about that time anyway. God damn it, the Jason months. You might as well start stacking up, because we're going into, like I said, a possibility of another lockdown. Get your toilet paper and your paper towel right now. If that means anything, I don't even know what that was for the last go around, but definitely toilet paper. You don't want to run out of that shit. And get your waters, get your essentials, So somebody said mandatory vax coming. My once my perception is once the FDA approves it, right? Because keep in mind, it hasn't been approved by the FDA yet. The lobbyists and whatnot are lobbying hard body to get it approved. Once there's an approval, I think that there will be an emergency, quote unquote, some kind of emergency executive order that will make it it will mandate it at that point. It will make it mandatory. Yeah, once the FDA approval comes, the stocks on Moderna is going crazy right now. Shit going up. Pay attention. Is Johnson & Johnson on the rise? I know Biddy is on the rise. All of the crypto is up. Bitcoin is at 45, right? Is Ethereum at 35? Yeah, they playing. They got a $50 deduction now. They playing. Yes. Now the military is being forced to take the vaccine. They just made that mandatory. So you see the rollout. You see the rollout. Once you saw New York make that move with the vaxes, with the fact that you can't experience bum ass New York without a vaccine card, then you should already prepare to have that adopted by your state very soon. They're gonna follow New York. They're gonna follow New York. You know, they're not gonna make it mandatory. We gotta stop fear mongering. I blame Alex Jones. Nah, I mean, what benefit does somebody such as myself and anyone in the audience have to if they made that shit mandatory? Like, who does that help? We're obviously concerned about, the science. We're concerned about the facts. We're not emotional, you know. So what we don't want to happen is we would not want it to become mandatory. That's the thing. But what I'll do is I'll point out this is a game of chess. I'm pointing out chess moves, my friend. And the chess moves are basically masked in news stories. But in the game of chess, there are moves on the board. You have to understand what place you place on the board. Are you moving around? Have you checked? Have you moved on the other side? You know what I mean? What's your pieces doing? This is a chessboard. These articles that come out, the shit that they're doing, is chess and checkers at the same time. But it's definitely chess. You got the Vax Keezies on the Leezy. Yeah, they got people real shook to even play with that. They giving out football numbers for the. I mean, we don't have to be rocket scientists to witness what the fuck is taking place. Like I said, there's a war going on outside. No man is safe, right? There's a war going on outside. I don't have time for no folly. I don't have time to talk about no small business. I don't have time to fake philosophize with anybody. It's a war. I'm treating shit what it is. You know what I mean? And you need to move accordingly. And if you move in that accordance, you'll begin to see some of the shit that I'm coming back to report that I'm seeing. You know what I'm talking about? And in situations such as this, we would fare better as a network, right? To do what any organization would do, and that's prepare for the worst. Or you have a drill, right? And in that drill, like they do those exercise drills, and they run through scenarios. So I'm just saying, I'm sure that everybody's running through some type of scenario in their minds or in their heads, and you stop to say, damn, I wonder what would that, what would I do if they made something mandatory, or if people were knocking on my door to stick a needle in my arm and shit like that. So, you know, collectively and individually, we should have these scenarios. We should play these scenarios out. You know what I mean? And try to figure out what's the best route, or what's the best scenario. You know, what's the best scenario? or be distracted and get washed. Not be prepared. Show up to Madison Square Garden and you're not prepared. You want to be prepared, right? Didn't proper preparation prevent piss poor performance last week with the locks? Did you see what preparation gets you versus being non-prepared? So preparation is the name of the game right now. I'm gonna show you something on Brother Rich's Instagram. I hope they didn't take it down. It has some instructions that I'm sure that it's almost 700 of us. We could benefit off of shit like this. You know, I don't have all the answers, but what I'll do is I'll expose you to the answers that this around. So do a screenshot if you may of this right here. Right? Boom. This is from the desk of Dr. Phil Valentine, and he passed it to Brother Rich, and now I'm passing it to y'all. Take a screenshot of these ingredients and do your due diligence and do your research. You know, may this help somebody in their journey. If anything were to ever happen and you would need some type of help and you can't reach out to anybody, or if you are into prevention, or when if they lock this shit down, you're going to turn into someone that's essential, a doctor, you know, or a herbalist. You could use this information right here. You said it's mad blurry. Yeah, I don't know what to say then, you know. It's on Black Magic 363's Instagram page. You could go and visit it there. But I'm going to read what it says. mRNA vax, graphene lipid nanoparticle and spike proteins detox, right? So this is a detox. Maybe if you already got the juice and you want to detox, this is it right here. Okay, so Juice Plus, right, which is a product that he has, Dr. Phil and his wife. Pine needle tea, right? Pine needle tea. And not all pine needles are therapeutic. Order online. Drink the oil/resin that accumulates. Shikimic acid is said to have antiviral, antimicrobial, and anti-rhombotic properties. Star anise tea. Vitamin D3. Homeopathic iodine. Quercetin, Quercetin, C-60, raw zinc, cracked wall chlorella, peppermint, the therapeutic grade essential oil, and ginkgo biloba. All right. So that right there is for anybody that's out there who needs that information, right? Who needs that information, because I don't know, talking to hundreds of people, I don't know what everybody's path and walk is. You could have got the shot. You could have got all 3 of the shots. You might need that detox, or you may be getting ready to take care of some people and you want to just be prepared, or you're just going to say, yo, I'm going to drink this shit just for preventative measures to build up my immune system. I don't know. But use it for its good, please. You know what I mean? Tap in and whatnot. You know what I'm going to do tonight? I'm going to open up the lines. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to open up the lines. I'm going to let the people build and whatnot. And I'm going to highly recommend that we don't talk too much about what we just covered, because of the censorship that's going on. And they trying to take down platforms. They trying to deplatform people. if they you know what I'm talking about, right? All right. So yeah, that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna drop the link in the chat room, and we're gonna open up the we're gonna open it up to the family out there to pull up. All right. Yeah, you know, use your code words. Talk your pig Latin. You know what I'm talking about? You know how we talk. Boom. So there go the link. I just dropped the link in the chat room. Yeah, rack up on that pine needle. You know. All right. Conscious energy. What's good, my G?
Hey man, peace and love, Red Pill.
Peace and love, King. What's good with you, man?
Oh man, I'm just sitting back, man, listening to the message, man. You're making a whole lot of sense, man. I've been watching you and Brother Blue Pill for a number of years, and I want to thank you, brother, for always being on the front line, man, with the information, man. I've been following you and Brother Blue Pill, man, for a long time, man, and honestly. You, brother Red Pill, was the reason why I came to consciousness.
Is that
You
right?
know, yes, sir. Watching some of the past videos, man, you done, man. I just want to encourage your brother to keep pushing forward, man. To keep, just keep, man, shining that sun on the people, man, because we
Yeah,
need voices like you in the community, man. To, guide us through all this craziness that's going on. You dig?
definitely, King. You already know. It ain't the easiest job in the world. You know what I mean? Like this shit has it has a lot of challenges. But we make it look easy, and I'm doing something that I love, at the end of the day. And people are benefiting off of it. Like I meet people every day. Today I meet you, you know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing. Just to know that your work is being appreciated and received well.
Well, brother, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna keep you too long, man. I just wanted just to come in, just pretty much say, what do you think? Because it seems that black people is having a problem unifying. We having a problem circulating our dollar in our own communities. What do you think that we need to do to move our race forward, man, and stop being so dependent on the system and become a independent. We come from kings and queens. I hear
Right.
a lot of conscious people talk about Egypt and talk about ancient Kemet and how great we was. How do we get back, man, to you know how do we restore our honor, if you, in so many words, man? That's all I wanted to say, man.
Indeed, indeed. Um, I mean that's a loaded question because to get back your honor, you have to study on how you lost it in the first place. To get back to being like kings and queens, that's gonna take some time. It's not that once you hear about your glorious history in your past, you automatically snap back and regain your kingdom. The first kingdom that you have to get back is your temple, which is your body and your mind, and then the external, which would be your kingdom and then your land, and things of that nature. And that's part of the fight that we are all finding ourselves in right now. If I didn't think that this was a fight to help lift our people up and uplift our people and to basically shake the pillars of of Rome, then I wouldn't be on the front lines doing what I'm doing. The way that I see it, the more of us wake up and turn our lights on, the more of us wake up to who we truly are, the more of us get online, that's going to offset and that's going to disrupt whatever's going on that other side. Because what's going on is our people are asleep. That's what's going on. I don't want to talk about what these other people are doing because they're living out their program. They're doing what they're programmed to do. Our people are asleep. Our people are not tapping into potential. Our people are not vibrating. Our people don't know who they are. Our people are walking around and they're oblivious to who they are. The devil knows who they are. There's a group of people who are in power and stole land, stole a whole bunch of shit, flipped the history around, flipped the educational. They know who they are. Let's make no mistakes about it. They're not lost to who they are and what their mission is. It's the people who have the potential to change everything overnight. They don't know who the fuck they are. And if they do know who they are, they're not acting like it.
Well, brother, I want to thank you, man, for allowing me on your platform.
No
And
doubt.
that's all hey, man, salute, man, to you and brother Blue Pill, man. So I appreciate the info, man. Keep doing your thing. Peace and love. I'm out.
All right, peace. All right, we got a few more people in the building. Brother
Peace.
Teaser, what's good with you? Peace, King. What's good?
So I'm Tito Shabazz. I'm a 17-year young thought leader. And first off, I want to give you flowers for, paving the way, because I seen with you, the time I came into consciousness, I was watching the paradigm shifters, you, Keys, and Blue Pill. And I seen what y'all were doing. And, when the pandemic hit and we were, in quarantine, and I couldn't really be outside and teach the people like I did, the young people, I seen what y'all did, and I took it to social media. And it went real well. I'm from New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? And it's bad, just like everywhere else. But I got these young people saying peace King and peace God, and that make me happy, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't be able to do this without, the way, so I want to give you flowers for that. And also, what's your advice? Your advice for, me being a 17-year young thought leader, what's your advice for me?
Well, as a 17-year-old thought leader, my advice, first and foremost, would be to continue to evolve and grow. Know that, the fact that you're getting this information at an early age is, it's almost like a cheat code. There's many of us who know what we know now, and on many a nights we lay down and we wish we knew this shit when we were 17. We wish we knew what we knew when we was 20 years old, because we'd be like, yo, that would be a cheat code. The amount of things I would have been able to do and set myself up to really be in a great position for my people and my family and everyone. That's the opportunity that you have. You have a pantheon. Well, not too many, because I won't co-sign everybody that's out there, but you have a long list of people, teachers, personalities, characters, thought leaders, entrepreneurs, artists, and others, creators, who are, they're setting examples, both good and bad too, because like I said, you learn from mistakes that other people make. You might think that somebody is moving one way, and you'll one day find out that they might not be moving the way that you thought that they was. But instead of taking it personal, you chalk that up to a learning lesson, an experience, because that's not you. You're not responsible for nobody. You know,
Right.
you're really in school right now, observing teachers living out their lessons. You know what I mean? Like instead of being professors in college, you know, we're professors in the university, the university. We're on stage in front of the world, you know, living out our existence and attempting to be great at the while doing such. You know what I mean? Everybody just want to be great. So you have a lot of good examples to pull from. You have access to a lot of information. Um, a lot of heavy lifting has already been done. You dig what I'm saying? Um, I would definitely tell you to focus on streams of income. Don't drown yourself in those streams, though, meaning don't overburden yourself or overwhelm yourself. But I know when I was at 17 or 18, money was just magnetized to me. It was just coming to me. Money getting to the bag was almost secondary nature. So if you have the opportunity to you know get to it, make sure that you get your LLCs, companies that you own, right? That you have ownership. You know, the ideas that you have, it doesn't hurt to own 4 LLCs at your age. You know, it doesn't hurt to basically, you know, work on get your life insurance started right now. That's another key. That's a gem right there. You can holler at me and I'll point you in the direction of some proper peoples that'll hook you up. Um, at your age, you don't want to run around yet and create a family until you're ready, right? And I don't, yeah, that's you know, and train at your young age, you should be training. So when you get into your 20s, your mid 20s and whatnot, you would have mastered more than one type of skill. But spirit is telling me to tell you to train.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. You know, I'm every day I'm in the gym, and I'm also
Oh,
working. I'm working on my trading skill set too. You know, and I
you're
also
what?
my trading skill set, trading stocks, and I also have
Oh,
a
right. See, that's your income stream.
yeah, and I have a crypto mentor. He
That's
been
see, yeah.
he
There
been
you
trading
go.
Bitcoin since it was first created. He was in a group chat with the people that created it. And at the time, he thought they was crazy because they was talking about making their own money. But he seen it rise from the bottom, and you know he been in ever since. So he guided me with that. And yeah, I'm training every day, and I'm tapping into you every Monday and Thursday.
Nah, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? And you know, we're gonna be rolling up. We're gonna roll some stuff out that's gonna be beneficial to your path and what it is, your development. So you know, just continue to work on yourself. Continue to tap whatever your gift and your. I didn't ask you what your gift and your talent was, but whatever it is that you have discovered, because you could be you could have more than one. Uh, invest in it. Invest in it. Right? Invest in it. It's gonna pay you back. Whatever it may be. If you're into art, invest in a tablet. Invest in material. Invest in canvases. You know, invest in your skill, whatever it is you have. No one else is going to do it but you. Because when you start doing it, you won't have to ask anyone for anything. Content is king. Start building up your content. When me and my brother was collecting comics when we were younger, GI Joes and all kind of shit. And later on down the line, we got rid of it, or it escaped our ownership. If you got some shit that you're collecting, you know, treat your childhood and in all of all of the shit that you came up with as valuable pieces, because see yourself as a god and see that shit in the museum. Value your belongings, my brother.
Indeed,
All
indeed.
right.
Well, I appreciate that, man. You know, that mean a lot, especially coming from someone I consider a master teacher. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you very much.
Honestly, I appreciate you, man.
All right, peace,
No
God.
doubt. Peace. All right, so we got a lot of people here, and I'm gonna just open up multiple streams if y'all don't mind. We got the goddesses in the building. We're gonna have to go ahead and bring them in.
Oh,
Peace, peace, y'all.
peace.
Reading.
Peace. What's
All
up,
right.
bro?
Peace, y'all.
To the God, man.
Greetings, greetings. I didn't want to. Peace, y'all. I didn't want to have y'all waiting as I go one by one because that's kind of like, I invited people. I invited y'all to pull up. So I feel like we could just pull up all together. You know what I'm talking about?
That's what's up.
Yes, indeed.
Facts. Yes, sir.
First and foremost, how's everybody doing tonight? The collective.
Real
Wow.
good.
Cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Um, yeah. So I would, if there's anybody that wants to introduce themselves, feel free.
Well, I start off. I'm Mia Moore, and I've been following you and your brother and everybody else since back in the days when I was the young brother's age who just came on TZ
Oh,
Shabazz. I
oh,
was his
that's what's
age
up. You
on
was okay.
125th Street with my mouth open like, oh my gosh.
So you're gonna be a living example.
I am a living example
You
because
are a
I
living
applied it
example.
all to my
Yes,
life.
that's right. So give him some jewels if you may, but continue.
Let me see one jewel. It was a tragedy, see, I gave them all of me. But I will never be scorned. My heart steady beat like drum. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-da-da-dum-dum, dum-dum. And I will never be played like a chord. The drum is just enough, my boy. I'm calling out your bluff, my boy. One of those.
Wow. See, I don't got my sound effects hooked up. Damn.
I was
That's
going down
dope.
on the block when I
Woo!
was
Now that's
16,
fire.
Yeah, that
17
was
on
fire.
125th Street. And you back in the day, you was like, go ahead, Shorty, go ahead, Shorty. And Shorty kept going. Now Shorty is ill and I'm on a
Wow.
mission. I got a whole
Wow.
bang bang. But one thing I
Nah.
can say is I cannot wait to work with you, Brother Rich. Just can't wait to work with y'all. I
Right,
can't
right.
wait.
Well, keep spitting like that. We'll be in the
Yeah. Yo, I
we'll,
got the whole tunnel vision.
that's dope.
All the time you talking about the tunnel vision, like I was the little girl in the corner where I grew up, my family, they master teachers.
Right.
So like I was just in the cipher my whole life.
So
And
you've
it
been
paid
exposed
off.
to this. Now that's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Indeed.
Yeah. It's my pleasure.
Likewise. You know.
I wasn't even
Likewise.
from Harlem. I was from Brooklyn. I just came to Harlem 16, 17, making money, and I'm walking through the so and so. And I was my friend used to be like, yo, you're crazy. What are you talking about with all this hocus? I used to be, listen, I'm on the block.
Right, right, right. Because you felt
Singing for
that
everybody.
that
Yeah,
energy
look, I
was
used to rap. And then they was like, nah, shorty, sing that, what you just did. On the block, 125th, 5th, all up and down, Purpose City, Bird Gang times, when
right.
stuff was changing. I was a Brooklyn lane. I really didn't know about Harlem. But when I used to walk through the streets, you used to be there selling shirts. Your brother used to be there. Yeah, y'all used to be talking. I used to be standing there with my mouth open to the ground. Like,
Wow.
when I get older, I'll be like them.
Wow, that's fire. That's
And
fire.
I really how many people's lives I changed just by being me? Yo,
Right.
the reflection that y'all, the mirror reflection that y'all gave me, good luck. I feel like Captain Planet or something. Y'all niggas is Captain Planet.
That's fire. That's
Yeah,
beautiful. That's
yeah.
beautiful.
But good looking, yo.
Indeed. Good
Tell
looking.
everybody that you ever worked with. Dr. Phil Valentine, I've been looking at him ever since he ever came out on YouTube, since YouTube was able to look at stuff. Everybody thought I was crazy. I'm not crazy. I just was tapped in at an early age.
Right, right. You was
Very
ahead
tapped
of the
in,
curve.
like my family from Wilmington, North Carolina. I was raised in Brooklyn, like Fort City, like my Gullah Geechee roots, and I'm half Taino.
Right.
So it go deep, deep,
They
deep.
go deep. Right, right.
Yeah, and I'm picking up and channeling, and thanks to y'all, I'm tapped all the way in. And yo, it's not even like this because I'm shaking now. Because I feel the energy. Because back in the days, I used to be hyped this whole thing. Because there was no YouTube. So it didn't like
Right,
put me
right.
a celebrity kind of thing. But I used to talking to y'all all the time.
Right.
Word.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man.
Drop your IG in the chat so the family could follow you.
No
You know what I'm
problem.
talking about? Yeah.
No problem.
All right.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna go to Nikki.
Peace to the God.
Peace to the goddess. How you doing?
In the building.
No doubt. Where you tapping in from?
Philly.
Oh, Philly in the building. That's
Philly
what I'm talking about. That's right.
Talking about?
Philly.
Exactly. I saw you.
I love Philly.
Yeah, I saw the video you did here in our town. The last one, it was good.
Yo, did you see me at the gates of hell? Did you when I was? Did you see? I opened up the video and I was at the gates of hell.
Where's that at?
That's right there near. That's near City Hall. That's near the Rocky Stairs.
Oh yeah. Right.
Dante's Inferno is called.
I didn't know it was called the Gates.
It's called the Gates of Hell. Like real talk, and it looked crazy because it had all of the somebody homeless was laid out. It was all of the garbage and shit.
Yeah.
No, your city is a treasure trove. It's almost like a breathing museum. It is a the energy, the richness of Pennsylvania, but Philadelphia to be exact, is crazy.
It is crazy.
It is crazy. And then it's so much energy that I feel like, that contributes to why it's so turned up right now.
Philly is definitely turned up. I'm a little bit on the outskirts now because I got kids. So I'm not trying to be in the middle of the crossfire, but I'm definitely from Southwest Philly, born and raised.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely Philly is Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Philly is Philly, yeah.
And I know about City Hall and the Masonic building right next door, William Penn pointing down at it. I learned all that at a young age, right before the internet got into YouTube and everything like that. I was doing the knowledge.
Right.
I stumbled upon Black Magic 3 and you guys.
Oh, dope.
Oh, you guys, y'all the gods. Y'all definitely the gods. All praises due. And everybody in the chat, I just want to shout out everybody because we all like minds in here,
Definitely.
Cross, people you could talk to. Sometimes this is the only outlet, right?
Definitely.
I'm in here cooking up. I'm a organic hair product creator. So I'm cooking up while I'm watching you. So I'm gonna leave my IG in here.
Please do.
And skin products at a very, very, very affordable price. Almost too affordable.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm doing it for the people.
Please leave your IG and let's connect. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
I'll be honored to do some advertising with you. Get your products out there.
I would be absolutely honored.
All right. Appreciate you.
No problem.
All right. Let's go to Wisdom.
What's the deal, Mr. Red? What's happening with you, bro?
Man, all is well. Peace to the God.
Oh yeah, man. I ain't got too much going on, man. Just kind of just get a little information, put a little information out there for you if I could.
Yes, sir. Please do.
All right. So first of all, I want to know. Well, I'm not gonna really ask you no questions. You know what I mean? Whatever you already know, you just know. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of want to just mention about positive ions for the people that don't really know about that.
Oh yes, please do.
Yes, sir.
Just building on that.
Oh, that's great. So, what I understand as far as like all the shenanigans that's going on is based on positive ion poisoning. Just to make a long story short, because that's the main premise. For anybody that need to look into what I'm saying, just look into that. Look into positive ion poisoning and handle it accordingly.
Okay.
But for the ones that don't know, right, is that ion poisoning? Positive ions are the most prevalent ions in the atmosphere.
Right.
Okay. And positive ions is what causes people. Let me just say it this way. It's when the ion is positive, there are charged particles like dust, diseases, bacteria, stuff like that. Everything that makes you sick is due to positive ions and free electrons. Okay. So I know it sounds weird to people that heard this for the first time. You know what I mean? We talk about positive ions. These are the things that hurt you, even though we typically look at positive to be a good thing. Okay. Negative ions are the ones that helps you. All right. So when you guys look into positive ions, negative ions, you'll see what's the benefit and what you can do to help yourself with everything that's going on in the world right now. It could probably help. Right. So now
Right.
go a step further. Right. Red, this is really why I really called to tell you. I just want to give a little background.
Can I just add one thing to that?
Absolutely. Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So like the brother's saying, the positive ions in apartments and the way that our apartments and our houses and the architecture of the squared corners where dust gathers and things of that nature. We historically had dome homes. We had dome roofs. So we had negative ion they was charged. But go ahead, brother, please.
Okay. And now they got this program that's going on for, like, I just say high technology. I say that. Okay.
Yes.
And with this high technology, and they're clearly saying this or whatever. So actually I can say it because it's not like they're hiding it. So when you guys look into the CERN, okay, and see what they're actually trying to do. So I'm gonna throw another bullet point out there for you, Red, just in case you're not aware of it. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
My notes. I took notes, so I wouldn't waste my time. Oh, I wanted to say too, I appreciate you, man, allowing the people to chop it up with you, bro, for real.
Oh, for sure. You already know.
Okay, I want to throw out LS2 report. Okay, it's an LS2 report, and it's explaining about the CERN and stuff like that, and what their objectives are. And their main objective is to create an inertia and to create a magnetic field to hold plasma. Now, for the ones that's deep and get it, y'all already know what this sounds like. For the ones that don't know, they're trying to create an electromagnetic grid. Okay? And for the ones that don't understand what that is everything we see in existence. Basically, they're trying to create a whole new world, literally, like life and matter, like antimatter and matter is what they're trying to create.
Right, right.
And they're doing this by charging particles, like I was trying to tell you guys, like creating they're trying to create speed past the speed of light. They're trying to break the speed of light, okay, but they haven't quite done it yet.
And they're looking for the God particle,
exactly,
the Higgs boson.
Exactly. And so what this is actually doing, right? The negative aspects of what they're doing is that they can't contain all the plasma and all the positive ions and the free electrons. They can't contain them all.
Right.
So what they're doing in return is charging, because they're using our electromagnetic field to do it. They even explain that. So what they're doing in return is amplifying our atmosphere. Now, by them amplifying our atmosphere, they're creating more positive ions and more free electrons.
Right.
And at the same time, they are extracting the hydrogen from the atmosphere. Yes. So now
that's behind the weather.
Absolutely, sir.
Okay.
Exactly. And I'm just saying so much, but because you're gonna really hear everything I'm actually trying to say without me saying too much. You see what I'm saying? For you to really just go look into it. So with this so-called help they're trying to give us, right? That they're trying to make everybody say, hey, we're trying to help you. We need y'all to go get this help.
Right.
This is what they would call solar panels. Solar panels, bro.
You said solar panels?
Yes, sir.
Okay, explain that.
Okay. They're called human solar panels. And the reason why, you said explain, so let me do it. Okay, with our cells, right? They're trying to duplicate. We know, for the ones that know, they try to duplicate everything of our body. Everything that we see basically is a duplication of our body. There's any high science in a way. Okay. So the main power that's in all humans are our cells, each single cell, which we would call mother cells, stem cells, whatever. All cells derive from stem cells,
right?
Which is what they would call a mother cell, right? So what these do when they go through the meiosis or mitosis process or whatever, when they split, divide, all that type of stuff, they are okay. Let me say it like this: they are called astral microtubules. Okay, scientifically,
Right.
everybody know astral dealing with light. So they're letting you know each one of your cells is like an atomic bomb. Might as well say it has that much energy and power in it. Each cell.
Right.
So
Exactly.
with their machine, they're trying to create an astral microtubule. Okay, so that way that they can charge, they can create their own power so that they can do away with the sun, so to speak, and they can channel all the information of the universe towards their machine. So what I'm saying is that we know that Bill Gates says he's trying to dim the sun. Okay?
Right. He did.
So
He did.
we also will still need more. We still going to need energy though. So the alternative of this is doing the human solar cells. I'm talking about where that we can generate the energy for the atmosphere. That's the goal, to make us be the energy to power everything solarly.
Indeed. All right. I don't want to cut your wisdom, but we got a lot of people in the building. Leave your IG or your YouTube channel so the family could tap into more of your information and keep putting that information out, King.
Yes, sir. I'm with Secret University, man. You know, I put videos out every now and then or whatever. But I was just trying to put that out there for y'all. The main thing I want y'all to take for what I'm saying is just go look into positive ion poisoning.
Okay, positive ion poison.
Yes, sir. Poisoning. Yes, sir.
Poisoning. All right, I'm gonna tap in. Appreciate
you once again for allowing me to spill that, bro.
Oh, you already. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Easy.
All right. Let me bring in YHM. Buddha Black.
What it do?
What it do, y'all?
Peace to the gods.
Peace.
Peace to the God.
Peace, y'all. Salute.
Red, you a legend, homie.
I appreciate that, man.
Hey.
I appreciate that. You a legend too.
Nah, bro, I already know, but check this out, bro. The groundwork that you and your brother put in, bro. Like, we standing on y'all shoulders right now, bro. You
Indeed.
understand? All that work y'all put in, like, look at you looking at what came out of it, bro. You looking at it. You feel what I'm saying?
And it's a beautiful thing too.
These is
no
facts,
mistake
though.
about it.
These is facts, homie.
When I travel and I'm able to run into the people that we've been able to inspire, man, that's a great feeling.
Bro, like, these is facts, man. You got soldiers all over, worldwide. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is, too, right? Like, since you've been doing your thing, right? We've been hearing about, nigga, they doing 72,000 things an hour to us, bro. None of this shit ain't worked yet.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
We indestructible, my nigga. Like, this is nothing, man. Y'all got to understand something. You have to have a challenge. You feel what I'm saying? You got to have a challenge.
How could you test your strength if you don't have no weight to pick up?
Ain't no positive without the negative. Ain't no good without
Exactly.
the bad. All that's just perception anyway.
Exactly.
So you gotta have one without the other. You understand? You in the land of polarities, my nigga. You got two eyes, two hands, 2 feet, left and right, left side, right side of the brain, whatever. This the polarity place, man. This the land of polarities. This the third dimension. This how this shit is.
Right.
It's always gonna be some shit. It's cause and effect. It ain't gonna never stop. That's what it is.
It never stops.
The balance is in you. You gotta balance this shit out.
Right.
Like, my nigga, I don't even be watching none of this shit. Like, I tap in with red and blue and them, and the master speakers in them. You feel what I'm saying? I don't gotta say no names. Y'all already know all the names.
Right.
I tap in with all them. I ain't listening to what MSNBC and them talking about. Like, They ain't talking. They doing their job.
Right.
The caucus always
Exactly.
doing his job.
They doing their job. That's one thing I can
They
say. They
doing what
say
they created for.
that's
You
right.
feel what I'm saying? It would
Like
be
a
worse without them. If it was just us doing that, it'd be way worse.
right.
It's
Right.
better that they doing it because they sifting out a certain type of energy that we getting a chance not to I don't know how to say it, but getting a chance not to act it out. Or at least
You
if
getting
we
a chance
acting it
not to
out,
be
it's not at a
Roman.
high level like them.
You get to be a Carthaginian. You get not to be Roman. You know, the Romans are gonna show you what it is to be Roman, and you get the option to be everything opposite of that. You make the decision. You know what? I'm not living like that. I'm not being a backstabber. I'm not being I'm not using deception to make it through this shit. I'm not gonna cheat my way through this shit. I'm not gonna be heartless.
Facts. You feel what I'm saying? And that pressure make diamonds, but not a physical diamond. You feel what I'm saying? It
That's what.
represents your mind and how you think.
Look, let's do this real quick. I appreciate what you said just now because I don't want to forget.
For
Today,
sure.
August the 10th, right? We on the 10th? No,
Right.
we on the 9th.
It's about to be the 10th though.
It's about to be the
You might as
10th.
well
But I'm
say it
talking
is.
about the 9th. I'm talking about the 9th. The day after the Lionsgate was the
Right.
7-year anniversary of Mike Brown, right? So let's talk about pressure. Let's talk about the weight. Let's talk about, a 7-year cycle because the cycles are in 7 years, right? So
Right.
a lot of people on this call tonight, but the day before on 8/8/2014, they had no idea about anything pertaining to woke, conscious, or anything else that you could call it.
Right.
They were living their lives in the matrix, happy-go-lucky. You feel
Right.
me? Skipping through the
Right.
tulips and the daffodils, carrying on like worker bees, right? Programmed
Fact.
to basically do certain things according to the way that the system lined it up. Boom. A catalyst took place that launched the careers of Black Lives Matter and other quote unquote social media, or what you know as the internet era activism or social
Right.
media activism that took over in a few years after its launch and replaced, because prior to that there wasn't two realities of, people knew who the teachers were, and it was just like one. It was a direct group.
Right. It
Those niggas in
it was a
Harlem,
grass cut underground type thing.
right? The Harlem group and who they connected to, and there's a few other people, but that was it.
For sure.
This gave us Black Lives Matter. This gave us D-Ray. This gave us a whole bunch of people. Mike Brown situation. This comes on the heel of Trayvon Martin, where people were already kind of healing, and then they hit us with this shit, right? 7 years ago. Where are
Right.
our people at mentally, emotionally, financially, right? And intellectually 7 years later as a result of the continuous, constant assault, pressure, bombs, right? Because they're bombing on our psyche. They're bombing on our
Right.
quote unquote, it's a psyop.
Right.
They're bombing on the hearts
Right.
and the minds of Black mothers. You
Right.
understand? They're bombing on the minds of the babies, the little ones, not the baby, my nigga, the babies, the little ones, the children. They're
Right.
bombing on them. They got shaken out of this quote unquote Obama dream that they had when they was little. Like, yeah, we president, we gonna be my shorty gonna be the first lady and everything. Yeah, they don't talk like that no more. They're out here playing real life laser tag. They're playing real life
Right. Fortnite.
in the street. Yeah, real life Fortnite. These are the same little niggas that wanted to be Obama. They out here with the switch on the Glocks, with the switch on the Glizzy, spraying shit. So where I would ask, where are we 7 years later as a result of the pressure that we collectively, because niggas can't exclude
9 is cycle
themselves.
2. 9 is cycle 2.
Huh?
You said the day is the 9th. 9 is a cycle also.
Right. 9 is a cycle.
number of completion too.
You feels me? You know what I mean?
Man, like, listen, only the strong survive. Like,
That's
this
right.
shit is shaking out the diamonds. Like, all this shit is happening. It's good that this stuff is happening because you getting to really work your mind now, not just sit back and talk about it. Now you got to
Right.
really work your mind now. Now you got to really deal with the challenges of, okay, I ain't fucking with no vaccines. And now you got to really tap in. This
Right.
past black seed oil and sea moss. This past that, bro.
It's the next level, as if this
This the
bitch
next
was a
level.
video
You
game.
here.
Yeah, you about to see the final boss.
Exactly.
Dr.
Because
Fauci
motherfuckers
was
running out of
saying,
ideas. They running out of tricks, bro.
they
They
are.
running out of shit.
They are.
This shit been going on. What happened to the anthrax? What happened to the aluminum and all that covering the sun? What happened to all that? Fuck about what Bill Gates finna do. He could create 8 suns. It don't matter.
That's right.
The sun is inside you. You understand what I'm saying? We keep talking
That's a
about
fact.
unification and all that. Man, you got to unify in yourself first.
That's right.
Because your mind is colonized. Y'all niggas all over the place. The unification starts in you, not outside trying to start a group and all that. Nah, fuck all that.
Right.
The unification starts inside of you.
Right.
You got to look at the world from inside out. Stop looking at the world from outside in. Once
Right.
you got to understand something. This shit is created based on sides. That's why you even have the option to look at the world from the outside in. That's why it's so much shit. Nigga, it's 15 different belts. It's 10,000 different rims. It's 8 million different cars. Nigga, you understand what I'm saying?
It's 8,000 Lils on Spotify. You got to make a choice.
Bro.
Who you going to
This shit
listen
is designed this way for a reason, bro. It's a
Right.
challenge.
That's a fact.
You got to look at this shit from inside out, not from outside in. You ain't got to worry about, oh, what I got to take and all this. Fuck CMOS, I ain't saying it like that, my nigga, but what I'm saying is this. It's bigger than that. You got to get into your cosmic mind. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
This shit is on a cosmic level now. This ain't about the mundane now. The mundane ain't nothing. The mundane is Groundhog Day. It's the same shit every day. Day and night, day and night, day and night, nigga. And you expecting different results out of that. What that mean?
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? This shit finna be what it's gonna be. It already done hit a limit. We done did everything.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we in this shit. We here now.
That's a fact.
The 4th dimension, the 5th dimension, put any number you want on it, bro. We in this shit now. We here. The mind is all, bro. It's whatever you want it to be. You feel what I'm saying?
all is mental. I wish I had the bomb on my shit. You know what I'm talking about, but I don't.
You ain't got the. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I didn't hook up the system. I'm trying out this new mic and whatnot. But
yeah, it's
you know,
all good. It's all good. Nah,
but that was bomb worthy. You know what I mean?
Nah,
that was
because we doing our thing right now. We doing our shit right now. Like, I'm just so, like, every time I look at our people, man, I'm just so proud and just so I'm enjoying this. You know what I mean? I'm really not victimized and I'm really not thinking like that. I'm enjoying everything because I know it's a challenge. And I just feel like we doing awesome through this shit, man. All of us, man.
Like, because I tell people this, like you said, looking at it from the outside instead of from the inside to the outside. If you look at it from within, you know, and you look at this like a game of chess, what's happening is you're being forced, like you said, and this scenario is the jab. But what the jab is beginning to do is going to really show you who's really there and who's, you know, because the time for games is, you know, I don't think that you could play games anymore. I don't think you could skip through the tulips. You can't fake your way through this experience. At the end of the day, you're gonna be tested, and the test is gonna have to be like, are you really about that life? And about that life, I don't want to make the shit sound scary, but about that life is gonna have to be, look, Either you're gonna be on some Zion shit or you're gonna be on some Matrix
Right.
shit. It's two mind states
Right.
that are at war right now. You got to kind of
Right.
find balance, and the way that they're shaping and terraforming society, they're gonna make it easy for you. They're gonna be like, no, there's no straddling the fence. Either you rolling with this or you rolling with that. And
Right.
if you don't got
And
faith in that being something that's gonna develop into something that's bigger than this, then you're gonna stay in your comfort zone. I don't mean to cut you. What you said?
nah, you right, my nigga. Listen, you gotta create your own matrix right now. That's
That's
how this
right.
shit going right now.
That's right. You
You
gotta
gotta,
write. You
you see
gotta.
how you said okay, y'all. You just showed the shit from the IG that Father Rich just had. You feel what I'm saying? That
Right.
Dr. Phil.
The
Like,
ingredients.
listen, even before you showed that, right? Niggas had their own little regimen.
Right.
Niggas had their own little. I'm taking sea moss. I'm taking some black seed oil. I got my own little shit I'm doing. Niggas had their own little shit. Like, come on, man. We be on point, bro. That's why I don't worry about it. Cause we do shit automatically.
Automatic. It's already locked in.
So automatically, without all the distractions, we're gonna create our own matrix.
Facts.
That's what God is gonna do. That's what the creator does.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? That's why I say it's like right now you being pushed to do that. And you got the platform to do it. That's what Red them been going heavy on the NFTs. I've been catching y'all vibe. I know what y'all doing.
Right.
That's why y'all been going so heavy on these different things. Like, yo, niggas could do their own shit. Niggas got their own platform. You don't gotta attach yourself to this, and that. I see what y'all talking about. Like, it's out here. You could do what you want to do.
Facts.
You create your own matrix. You create your own remedy. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You your own vaccine, my nigga.
That's right. You your own vaccine. You your own immune system. Like the brother said, you your own internet. Because if that wasn't the case, they wouldn't have the tools out here to give you so you could build your own internet, your own internet, or your own anything. Nigga. You could build your own coin. You could build your own internet. You could build your own servers. There's a lot of shit that you can do. And when I say you, I don't mean one person. You is the majority of us. Let me go to these other callers though. I'm gonna mute your joint, but I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna.
Nah, yeah, tap in, bro. I tap off of anything, my nigga.
Nah, you good. You good. I'm gonna just mute your mic. All right. Go to YHM Braun. Brand, what's good, my brother?
What's good, God? Hey, Red Pill, bro. Shout out to you, bro. I've been typing in for like since the beginning of quarantine. First was 19 keys. Now lead me to blue pills. Then led me to you. So I'm definitely grateful. I'm grateful for all the information. This like with my spiritual journey right now, I'm really tapping in. I got my own clothing line called Young Humble Motivated YHM. So basically I'm trying to push it because I'm just like you said, it's like we're in a cycle now. Right. I was out there, I'm living in the PG County DMV area. So I'm out here protesting. I was protesting during the summer. One protest I walked 14 miles. And back in my head when I got home, 14 miles.
Oh gosh.
14 miles.
It was working the calves.
Yes. Sore. And then in the nights I pouring down raining. But I saw another killing, a police killing. So I'm out here walking. Yeah. Walking 14 miles. You know what I'm saying? And the same stuff is still happening. So I'm like, look, I'm not gonna be out here cause 19 said he made a post today about this. Are you gonna be the person that's gonna be protesting and begging the oppressors for something that your born rights? Right. So I'm like, all right, you right. So I tapped into that. So in my coding line, basically what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get back to the youth. Basically
Not trying.
I am. My fault.
Right.
You're
doing it already.
I'm doing it already.
It's beyond a thought at this point.
Exactly. So
you brought it into manifestation.
Yes, indeed. So I'm doing it right now. So I'm going to start my own. It's already in existence. A youth center. Teach my financial literacy, entrepreneurship, mental health, spirituality. Because the youth out here in the DC area.
Oh, I already know. It's crazy.
I already know.
I already
Crazy.
know.
It's crazy out here.
I got the
So,
memo. You know what I mean? But
man,
I've taught in Baltimore multiple times. Shout out to PK Boone. Shout out to my good brother Jabari from Reality Speaks Promotions. And we did something in the DMV area. It was the Shifters in like 2018, and that was a great turnout. You know,
you
them
need to come
brothers
back.
out there just need, you know, to be honest with you, they need options. They don't have options. They see all of this gentrification taking place, and they left out, and the only options that's being given to them is to trap or to drill or to do some other shit.
Exactly.
So, you know, tap in with me.
Oh,
If you want
that's
to IG with me, I'll send
oh
you
yeah.
some material, you know, because I have some knowledge. I do consultations for the clothing line. I do a whole, you know, the first consultation with me and you. It's on me. You know what I
That's the
mean?
best, man.
Yeah, I walk you through, answer questions, and point you in a direction if I don't have the answer for you in regards to that. But you know,
I
and then we can work out me promoting maybe some merch on one of these live streams or one of these shows, or if there's
yeah.
somebody out there in my network that you want to promote your gear, I'll set something up because that's what it's about. Like one of the reasons why our brothers and sisters are not encouraged to go legit is because we are not putting ourselves out there, the OGs, as ladders. You know, it doesn't look like we're ladders and whatnot. It doesn't look like we're doorways. You know, we don't make it seem like, yo, bro, if you put yourself on, I'm gonna help put you on through the resources and the connects that I got. Young God, like the same way that the OGs will call the young pups and whatnot. Hey, I'm gonna put this work in your hand. I'm gonna put this glizzy in your hand. You know, I'm gonna put these pills in your hand, and you're gonna work that. You know what I mean? You're gonna make that happen, right? And the loyalty is there, and they go and they take penitentiary chances and put their head on a chopping block. So the solution to that will kind of offset it is that if the OGs come in, and like you said, we have to be in centers, we have to build institutions, you know, we have to own some shit, and we have to bring these opportunities to the youth. Workshops on how to make clothes, workshops on how to create your own NFTs, workshops on how to, you know, make your own clothing line, because it's a difference between clothes and clothing line. Workshops on how to create your own toys with 3D printing. It's mad shit, bro. It's
real.
mad options.
Nah,
But
for real.
it's yeah, man. I appreciate you, man.
I
Keep
got
doing
one more thing. Thank you, guy.
Drop
So
that.
I'm doing a crypto giveaway, Ethereum giveaway. So I made my website. So you can use Coinbase with this on my website. So I'm giving away $250 in Ethereum. I've been doing this giveaway since I posted a giveaway last month.
You're a
When
legend
crypto
for that.
2,100. Look at it now, 3,500. So
Right. You're a legend for that. Put them your information in the chat, and then I'll put that on the screen. Yeah, that's what's up.
But that's all, bro. Thank you, Red Pill, bro. I'm definitely gonna hit you up. We definitely gonna work, King.
You already. You know what I mean? Keep doing you. Keep doing what you're doing. That's important.
Right.
You know, and you'll be supported. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a stingy community, and we don't hold the youth back. You know what I mean? We do not hold y'all back. Did you drop it in there?
Yeah, I dropped it in the private chat on here.
Okay, the private chat. Got you. So, family, make sure y'all. I'm gonna drop this Instagram, IG. Go and follow the young God. And
21 with it.
That's right, 21. He got a head start. The young God came on was 18. Like, y'all don't understand how great of a position you're in right now. The fact that you get in it at this age, like this shit will have you right in the next 5 to 10 years. You will be so good, bro. I promise you.
Man, hey, shout out to y'all, bro. Definitely dropping this information. Like on my free time, definitely watching all these videos, taking notes, having in crypto, stocks, NFTs. You know, another book everybody should read is by Dr. Clyde Anderson. You gotta read that book.
Yeah, that's the OG.
You got to read that book. that will change your whole life, and that leave out the blueprint for us.
Right. Shout out to Dr. Claude Anderson.
Oh, for real.
All right, brother.
All right, take it easy.
Peace. All right. Let's go to Orlando. What's good, my brother?
I want to hold up too much of your time. You so big Willie on it now.
Nah, you good, man. It's your time. Peace, God.
Thank you very much, brother. Yeah, I've been rolling with you, literally rolling with you, picking up the youth from all ages, all the way up to prep for college, as a bus driver. And I
okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, back then, right even before YP even came out, him and City.
Right.
It was just you pretty much at the time. So yeah, I've been rolling along with you for a good while. I don't want to hold up too much of your time, but I would like to say, as far as to the youth, if you don't have you a mentor, to get you a mentor. And if you can't find you a mentor, you in a place or location like out in the woods or up in Maine where nothing but white folks around and they ain't gonna really give you the information as you need, then get a book. A book can be a good mentor for you as well.
Right.
Speaking on Powernomics, Claude Anderson, which I met here in Dallas, that is a good book to read. And the more you read that, understand that book, the more you become more empowered as far as with your economics. I'm also with Ben X with the ABS tribe. So if you having problems as far as economically and want to start to learn how to do things online, I would suggest you hook up with Ben X. All you got to do is put in Brother Ben X. Everything gonna pop up. He got stuff to help as far as getting a business online. We also got the BWO, and that's for more business minded, totally business minded. Even if you have business and you want to go online to deal with these times, I would suggest you look into the BWO. Far as with Ben X, 19 Keys, Chris Cole, Derek Grace, and man, who is it? Did I miss anybody? Oh, Jake Taylor as well. Now that's
to those brothers.
a chunk out of your pockets, but it's well worth it. Believe me, I am a student of both. If you have a mental problem, you have a domestic problem, you have molestation problems from something that happened in your past, and you need some help as far as help you mentally get yourself psychologically back in place. The ABS can also help you with that, and that's basically from Tuesday to Thursday, and that's with Brother Ben X as well. So I want to give that out to youth. What I'm doing far as I always done is I had my YouTube, mine got deleted too. So I was having all those books like Powernomics. They don't want that out. They dropped me off right before this pandemic, so I knew something was. I'm like, all I'm doing is reading books. You taking me out. So yeah, my YouTube is gone, but I'm not worried about that. I got some other things going, as you can see. I am doing my music now in 1m.com/Landocious, which I have been #1 for the last 4 weeks. I'm at 2 now, but somebody else got to get a chance to shine. I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be up. You can get on my show. That's fine with me. So with that being stated, family, keep your heads up, stay focused, and read. Peace.
Indeed, no doubt, King. Salute.
Salute.
All right, drop your IG in the chat, and I'm gonna throw that on the big screen.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat if anybody wants to come through. I'll drop the link for you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, but shout out to everybody that came through tonight, and dropped your information and tapped in and let the family know what it is that you're doing. That's very important, especially after we open up the show, speaking about all of the ills that are in society and what we see taking place. It's important for the network to begin to get to know each other. Really, I don't want to relish in no type of doom and gloom. I would rather celebrate each other because, like many people have already said, we've been here before. We're always being tested. There's always something that's in the horizon, an impending doom. You know what I mean? Like, we don't get a break. So I feel like this is no different. You know what I mean? This is definitely no different. But for those that are staying on top of the news and teaching people, please don't be discouraged. Even like the brother said, even if they out here taking pages and censoring, continue to do what you got to do, even if you got to get off of the platforms and tap into these private groups, because to be honest with you, that's where we headed. Peace. 2030 Nights Vision. Greetings.
Whoa, what's good, bro? What's good? Peace,
What's
fam.
good,
Peace,
bro?
fam.
How's everything? What's popping?
Everything is phenomenal. I'm just tapping in with you. I'm not sure exactly what's the topic of the night, but I just wanted to have a conversation with you about a couple things.
Okay.
Well, one was I wanted to let you know that your brother Blue, I love his gold water.
Right.
I have purchased multiple orders of that, and it has changed my life, for
Right.
real,
Right.
because
That works
it's
magic.
like, yeah, it's like, when you get something and it's it's like you don't know how to explain it, because like without it, it's like you're different, but with it, you're so much better because you can just feel the effects.
Feel it the minute you take the drops. It's like your DNA or something in your body responds. I already know because
Yeah,
that got me through the winter.
yeah, and because of the gold, I've been on the silver and in the sea moss, so it was like one thing helped me to another thing, and I wanted
Right.
to let you know that one of your videos inspired me, um, because you was talking about health, and I think it was on Black Magic. um when you was going off, you was like, you know what, you can talk about it, but it really don't matter if you know what you need to do if you're not doing it. If you
That was
know
the
you should
spark.
be, huh, that was
The
the
spark.
spark, because yes, because it was like I had gained all this information, but
Right.
it was like I didn't know how to, I wasn't actually applying the information that I had got.
Right.
And
Right.
when you said that, when you went off on um this
Tangent.
talk about it, it was like, you know what, he's right. With these things that I have learned, I need to actually go out and see how this works for me. So
Right.
I want to thank you for that.
Thank
Because
you.
of that,
Appreciate that.
I was able to go into my vegan, my vegetarian stage, and it really was no looking back from that. Once I developed the skill to drink water every
Right.
day, all day, like I'm supposed to.
Because that
Um,
that is a skill. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but I'm just trying to show you the growth, because I went from one thing to another thing, and it was
Oh,
because of like
yeah.
what I was learning.
I want to add on. I want to add on that what it is that you did is you transform from the caterpillar to the butterfly, right? You were able to pick up some of the jewels that are being dropped and you fashioned it into your quote unquote diamond, right?
Yeah,
Because what happened collectively, right, to the community is that we collectively, right? And so everybody experiences it at the same time. It has a bigger effect. It has more of a network effect. If you understand how networks work, right?
Yeah.
The network, we're connected by networks, nodes, and things of that nature. When we experience something collectively at the same time, it has a network effect. So we experience the lockdown. We experience the oncoming. We experience the beginning of a war, of a biological war, collectively, and all of the information that we were collecting, we were ushered into the age, the Aquarian age, where the information now had to be applied. And you went from the information age directly into the age of experience. So
Yes.
now people are applying information. Henceforth, there's multiple people who came on and say, yo, join these organizations where they're talking about, stocks, day trading,
Yes,
forex.
exactly. And
That's getting
I would
that
like if a lot of more brothers would get on and conversate with you about that.
right. Well, that those conversations can continue. We started having those conversations earlier in the year and a little bit in 2020 and whatnot. I could still bring multiple people on so we could
Yeah.
continue those convos. But
Cause they acting like crypto ain't popping, bruh. But but if
hold on.
you ain't in it, you don't know.
Right, nah, it's lit. You know what I mean? We're about to enter into this a new bull season, right? But what you were touching on about applying the information, you're a living example about what to do with this information and how it could benefit you. I just want to say thank you for that testimony because that's very important. People don't get to always hear from, brothers and sisters in the audience about, how the information is assisting them. So that's important. You feel me?
Yeah.
So thanks for that.
I mean, no, I was don't get me wrong, when you going out and you're paying money for something, you're skeptical when you don't know and you never had something before. But when you put your trust in something and then
Right,
it comes back and it's even more than what, bruh, I'm telling you, like, this is like you gave me game that I can give my kids, that my kids can give their kids. Like,
right,
is something like like like, I mean, it sounds, to somebody that don't know, it may sound like, wow, like, what, you're taking some gold water drops, what? But it's like, for real, like, this really helps.
right. It's a cheat code.
Yeah, it's a cheat code that we
Right.
didn't know nothing about. We wouldn't have been told, like, unless you, yeah. But, bruh, I want to know. I want to ask you about the drip right fast, like, um,
The who?
because you mentioned it one time before, and I never really got the information. Um, but yo, you be wearing like the Pharaoh joints, the joints on your wrist, yo, that's fly. I need that
Oh,
joint, yo.
the warrior cuffs.
Yeah, bruh.
These.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah. That's just it's just part of the.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just part of the treasury, my friend. You
yeah. I
know.
need to. I need to get that, bruh. I need to get me some.
Okay, I put the site up there. To be honest with you, when we do like pop-ups and lectures, that theoretically is the best time to get a lot of stuff because everything I don't put everything on the web, because a lot of stuff is one-on-ones or we might have a few pieces. It's better to do one-on-one. So if there's what state you live in?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, you in Bmore? Yeah, I'm talking to the
Yeah.
people in Bmore. They want to bring me down. If you hit me on the inbox on IG, I'll send you a picture of some of the stuff that we got available. You know what I mean in your DM.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fly, bruh. I need that.
Matter of fact, yeah, and I have a brother who I wholesale to. He lives in Baltimore. He has a lot of the clothing. I'll give you, if you hit me, I'll send you his math, and you could contact him, and he'll pull up right to your doorstep or wherever you at, like Uber Eats, my nigga, and drop off some clothes, some drip. You know what I mean? We got drip drop offs.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And I want to leave you with one last thing, right? It's like it's like a mind fuck type thing. Excuse my language, but you would think that there's more women on the planet than it is men, right? But if you
Right.
ask Google, Google will tell you that it's more men than it is women on the planet. And
Right. Right.
I'm like, well, what is the truth? Is Google lying? And like, if it's not lying, what does this mean? It's like kind of a mind thing, because like it means something really bad if it's more men than it is women, and
Right.
if it's more women than it is men, then it I guess it's still normal, but from what Google says, is more men. But I just want to leave you with that. Thanks for your time, and yeah, I definitely need that drip more and holla at you.
Oh yeah, tap in. I got you. I saw a
No doubt.
report. Yeah, I saw a report today, as a matter of fact, that spoke on what it is that you just asked, and it says something about the population. In 20, they're projecting in like 20 something, there will be more men than women on the planet, and it didn't necessarily say that that was the case now. So I got to do more research into that, my brother.
Yeah, it's just a mind, because if you Google it right now, it's going to tell you it's more men, but yet
Yeah, but I
more
don't trust
men are
Google when it comes.
dying every day. So,
Right.
like, what
I
is the
don't
truth?
necessarily give Google all of my trust, like a blind
Right.
trust.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
need.
from that
I
generation
go.
either.
I go to at least 4 sources after Google. All
Right.
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 But I appreciate you, King.
Uh, peace, bro. Peace, bro.
No doubt. Peace. Indeed. All right. We have Mrs. Poetic Just. Peace. Greetings. You gotta take your. Hold on. You gotta unmute your mic. You gotta unmute your mic. There you go. I can hear you now. Oh no, I can't hear you. Yeah, I can't hear you. I'm gonna unmute. I can't hear you. I don't know why. I'm a act. Just come back in. I'm gonna remove you. Come back in, and then we're gonna have to see what's up with the audio. Here, I dropped the link right here. Boom. Come back in, and let's see if we could get your audio right. Yeah. All right. But yeah, we finna wrap this up. We're gonna be winding it down. This is the wind down hour. You know, I appreciate all of the callers. I encourage y'all to continue to call in. We're gonna be doing more of these open lines, open calls, and bring the family in and hear what's on their minds and things of that nature. So look out for that. She might have on a TV. All right, here we go. There you go. You good? Hello?
Hey, I have
Hey.
love, peace, and light. Love, peace, and
Yes,
light,
yes.
Brother Red.
Love, peace, and light. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you today?
Oh, I'm blessed, highly favored.
Okay, so I, because I was trying to, I was trying to get through with this, but just to
Okay.
on what was being said, I took my notes because I was trying to so long, but what I see it as for self, for the people, it is what it is.
Right.
Effect and effect.
Like
Let me
cause
say
and
that
effect.
again. Effect, that's ECT, and effect, EFFECT. You're doing right now, Brother Red Pill, and Brother Blue Pill for self. You need to drop the bomb on that one to this day. That's all I want to say is that I appreciate the love and what y'all doing. Tizo Shabazz, the 7-0 that just came through and was talking about how much he appreciated, and we talking about the elders and we're talking about the youngins. Let's talk about the cause and the effect, period. Let's talk about why certain things are how they wish has already been talked about. And so I'm sorry because I was trying to get through it. I was wanting to, I had it's in my soul. Up to y'all. Blue Pill talked about, I can't remember, excuse me, about rooms. The brother that just was speaking about rooms, the square rooms where everything is like a block, positive ions.
The positive ions, yeah.
And
The negative ions, the positive ions, the charged ionosphere, and the monolithic domes or domes like the mosque, how the mosques were built, and how the and other dome ceilings in the old world versus the square ceilings that we have now. And even the Japanese with the feng shui, they talked about the dangers of the corners.
Yep.
Yeah, your thing is freezing up a little.
So much.
Your video is freezing up slightly though, slightly.
Yep, it's breaking up again, but just yes. Thank y'all so much. It was about them. I wanted to get deep into the magnetic field. I'm a phlebotomist. I work in the medical field in terms of working with the blood and on the plasma and other things in that.
Okay.
And so I understand the certain aspects, and I wanted to break down some stuff I had written in my notes, but because I'm breaking down, maybe another time. But I appreciate y'all.
Okay. I mean, you could briefly touch on it if you want to.
Love, peace, light.
Indeed.
Oh, I'm so mad my phone breaking up right now.
Nah, it's good. I'm gonna be doing more of this. No, don't. I would say don't even worry about it because I will be doing more open lines because I want to hear from y'all. I want to get to because y'all get to see me and you get to meet me, but I feel like I get gypped because I don't get to meet you. You know what I mean? Like I'm missing out on the value proposition. I'm missing out on information, and I'm missing out on learning some of the times when it's thousands of people that I'm talking to, but no one is talking back. I don't know.
Yes. The cause, the and the effect. I look up to y'all. That's the cause and the effect. When I want to say, like, we breaking it down and we talking about the cause. Then you got people on the other side. Oh, how do you spell and knowing the meaning of cause and effect, or knowing about effect? There's an interchange words, knowing the meaning of that they are two different words. This and the other, but y'all right here.
I look up you blue pill. The whole KTL to a certain extent is certain things of being able to look up and to bring up certain stuff and talk about the elders and talking about how the youth, we need people to look up to. We got y'all. And
Right.
it's not just not trying to be out here making sure that we can still, you know, we have I don't know how to explain it, but all I can say is love, peace, and light. It's a
Appreciate
cause
you.
and it's an effect, and we going through stuff. I was listening to you, bro. The whole the we can talk about, go back to Trayvon Martin's and everything that's going on and how we're seeing it and what's going on in the world and talking about things that we don't want to really be able to say.
Right. Right.
With
But
certain things, with what's going on. I ain't trying to get nobody, shit flagged. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I already know, but
it's levels to the shit.
It is. It definitely is.
And I appreciate because y'all have been.
I would say collectively.
And I feel bad in a sense of.
Why you feel bad?
Right? Of because we have these stereotypes. We have these certain type of things where where you have people are talking about the women community and men in the community, the masculine and the feminine energy, and hearing about the brother talking about the plasmas and the certain stuff that's really going on. It's deeper than what people think. We can sit up here and keep on thinking that you got a mass. We ain't giving no energy to that. We ain't giving no energy to no other human being no superior.
Right.
Or being a person that talk about these things. It's deeper than that, but to a certain extent, it's like, yes, like, what do we have? We got you in red. We got you in blue pill. Excuse me. We got you in the twin pillars. We got a whole bunch of other elders, and our the can look up to. And the I used to tell myself once upon a feeling bad about youngest, but long story short, I'm sorry. Cause it goes so deep. I'm mad my phone kind of cut off earlier. It broke me up when I was really trying to get into what I was saying. But it's beautiful. Right. It's like, yes, we trying to figure out what's going on to the day to this day. It's right here and right now. And we got people like you and Blue, everybody else out here. Excuse me. From my feminine, I'm so in touch with the feminine aspect. My, you know what I'm saying? Certain things not about me, but regardless of talking about these, it's the cause and the effect.
That's deep. I'm gonna meditate on that.
The effect and the effect. Period.
Period.
And we gotta be in tune and be able to catch on to this. It's unfortunate to a certain extent.
Indeed.
About hot girl summer. It is what it is. It's what it is. It's our people. We out here. We get it. We winning.
Yeah, we definitely winning.
That's a whole nother conversation.
We definitely winning. I would say to everybody, when we get off of this call, really just sit back and think about the last 7 years. Really look at it through your third eye. Don't look at it and say, oh, in the last 7 years, so many bad things have happened. And no, look at it to say mentally, spiritually, where am I 7 years later since the Mike Brown situation? You've been exposed to so much truth. You've been exposed to so many, the devil have showed their hands so many times in the last 7 years. You've been awakened, maybe shaken out of your sleep, but you've been awakened to the fact that a lot of the shit that you thought that you knew, you don't really know. So that alone shows growth. That alone shows progression. That alone shows
it's not many people out here like you and your brother.
That's a fact.
Like that. Excuse
me? That's the I wanted to bring in from my. Excuse me as a guest on your show, brother. It's not many out here like y'all. I, I'm not a part of the G generation. I'm not a part of the millennial generation. I'm 80s baby. I'ma just say it. As a woman, a wife,
Shout
and a
out,
mother, I
shout out,
appreciate y'all
indeed.
because we don't have many
Likewise,
like y'all out here giving it to us. Period. In the age of culture. Period.
indeed. I'm humble.
Thank
You
you,
know,
brother. I'm sorry.
you know when they be like, you know when they say, "I felt that." I felt that. You know, I appreciate you. Definitely keep tapping in. I love your energy. Next time we reconvene, I want you to dive into the plasma thing a little bit more. And we all gonna be in the audience as students learning from somebody that's in that field and whatnot. So let me go ahead and open up the line for Little Goddess. Little Goddess is in the building. All right, salute, Little Goddess. Thank you for everything that you do. You did. Your phone is on mute. I don't know if you was trying to take it off mute or not.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing?
Huh?
I can hear you. How you doing?
Okay. All right. I have to be at work at 4:30 in the morning, and I usually don't
Oh
stay up late.
Lord.
But I just wanted to say hi. I'm good.
Hey.
It's gonna be a rare night that I can probably be here and talk to you. So I want to say hi. You're doing a good job. Continue doing what you're
Thank
doing and inspiring folks. Um, and
you.
I appreciate you and your
I
brother
appreciate
and
you.
everybody else.
Continue. Thank you, and continue to do what you're doing, right? Because you are definitely there for us. You even I see you in other, with Urban X, holding them down. You're very resourceful. I appreciate you. When I'm dropping information and I see that you're picking it up, it feels good. I feel like I'm being very effective. And I always tell you this, but I definitely appreciate you. And I didn't even know that you be having to get up at 4:30, and I be having you up at 2 a.m. on these late shows. So
Well,
thank you
I
for the
usually try to
commitment.
watch you the next day. I usually try to watch you next day,
Right,
but I've been up tonight, and I was like, I'm gonna hang on, and then you open up the lines. I'm like, this is gonna be a rare opportunity. So, and I wanted
right.
to ask you, I make a pain oil. Would you want some?
Okay.
And if you do, I
Yeah,
can DM you in IG, and we can do that.
yeah. Right,
Okay,
right.
cool.
Because
So
I'm gonna
have a
send you
great
your
night.
face roller. Huh?
Thank you. Oh,
Right,
thank you. And I'm gonna I think I picked up a class, but I can't ever go into your classes because they run too long. So I gotta watch them afterwards.
right, right. Yeah. When we launch
But
this
I love
academy, that'll probably. Huh?
no, go ahead.
Now I said when we get this academy launched, hopefully that the whole time thing will be set. We'll settle that, and we'll be able to do the shows a little bit earlier. But yeah, those classes, I live for that. That's something that I definitely look forward to. Because I put a lot of research into those. So thank you for supporting those classes that we've been doing
It,
in
it
Case Hill
shows,
University.
yes, it shows, and that light is you, that beacon of light, and people are going to flock to you. That's the thing about it. People just need to remember, if you are on your square and you are putting out the energy, you people will naturally come and be magnetized towards you. And that just reinforces the fact that you are on the right path and you are doing the right thing. I was just talking to my girlfriend about this. She was saying that she was having problems and stuff like that. But I said it's not problems. What it is showing you people's true colors so that you know not to mess around with them. So
Right.
don't always think something is bad or wrong when things are going on. It actually, you have to look at it the other way. It's actually showing you exactly what you're doing because as human beings, we doubt ourselves too often. And
Right. Yo,
we
spirit is
have those
removing. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. But I was saying this spirit is
signs
actively removing people
symptoms.
from,
Right. Exactly. Right.
you
It's
know,
showing you their true face. So you know to not be a mess around, kind of like when a poisonous animal has those colors on them, and people and the other
right,
animals know not to come near them because they're poisonous.
right,
That's exactly what's going on. So people have those poisonous people in their lives, and spirit and your guides and ancestors, whoever else you want to say, is showing you who you need to stay away from, and they're giving you these messages. Sometimes it's hard and you get hit in the head because you don't want to believe you have that cognitive dissonance.
Whew, that shit real. And the biggest breakup, the one
But
that hurts,
once
the one that
you
hurts the
tap,
most.
it just right,
What'd you say?
right.
Now I was saying that the biggest breakup is between us and the system.
No,
You
I
know,
said yes,
right?
yes. You're
And
absolutely,
it's causing
you're
depression.
absolutely.
It's causing anxiety. People are sad because the one thing that we really thought was rocking with us and we thought loved us and we thought had us when the chips were down is showing their fangs right now. And that's the system that
Mm-hmm.
coddles us. That's the system that feeds us. That's the system that nurtures us. That's the system that taught us and raised us. It's the entertainment system. It's the
It's the
media.
matrix.
It's big pharma. It's all of these things together, and they all are part of the matrix. They're all part of the system. And now we're
Yes.
being forced to choose. The system is putting a heavy hand on her holes, and we're being forced to choose if we're going to break up with the system, if we're going to say, you know what, I think I'm just going to be single for now. You know what I mean? I don't feel like, you know, this is it's not gonna help me going any further. This relationship, you've been lying to me. You know what I mean? And now you got me want to take this jab and whatnot. Or now you not, and it's bigger than this jab because once they finish with the jab, imagine what else they're going to be able to force the people to collectively do because there's levels to it. So people are beginning to break up with the idea of what they thought the American dream was. They're beginning to break up with the idea of what they thought America was. They're beginning to break up with the idea of what they thought the
Mm-hmm.
future is going to be. And it's not a happy place to be. You know, especially when you got to do it by yourself. You know,
Right.
do any breakup, we you know we always need a support system, and we don't necessarily have a
Right.
support system in the mainstream. Like if we're working a 9 to 5, or if we're in this family environment, in a family structure, everybody is watching the news and they're plugged into the matrix. This could be uncomfortable. You know, life could be
It's very
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
It is uncomfortable. This is the
I
longest.
I lived I lived that
You're not
I
the
lived
only
that
one. You're not the only one.
because I'm by
You know,
myself. I don't have anyone. I don't have family. I don't have anything. I am by myself, and I unfortunately have to be. I have to work a 9 to 5 right now because that's the only thing. And I had medical issues, last year,
right,
year before. So I needed that insurance to pay for whatever else, and I'm still trying to go through other stuff now. But
right,
you got to make sure that you trust yourself.
right.
And like I personally know that when I know when I'm tapped in, I have electrical problems, as in like my computer will mess up, my phone, my watch,
Oh
all
man,
those things will mess up for
I used to short
all the
circuit things.
time. And like my friend actually calls me Magneto because yeah, exactly. That's exactly like blowout bulbs, driving
Right,
down the road, all those things. But the thing is that people might consider those as like, oh, this is bad that's happening to me and I can't do anything. No, spirit is working for you, and you need to sit there and say, okay, this might be bad in this realm, on the physical realm, but on your spiritual realm, it's going for you, and you got to just trust what you did. When you sit there and put that intention out, it becomes, and you breathe life it becomes a living being, and it goes out and does what you want to do, because that's who we are. And people keep forgetting who we are. This is who you are. This is what you want to do. Set your intention and just go. And if you have that support system, that's fantastic. Tap into that. It's kind of like we're like that mushroom, this the roots going through, and we can all help and feel each other. Majority of us are intuitive. Majority of us have that some kind of sight, and know we have that knowing. Just tap into it and don't sit there and think that anything's crazy or wrong. Just because someone close to you might think that way, they're just not on your frequency and they're not on your level, and you will gravitate to people who you know that are within that frequency. That's why you're on this channel now. That's why you sit there. Exactly. That's why you are on this channel now. That's why you tapped into the kind of thing, and that's what brought you here. And people just need to remember that. Because I was going to say is, I was just talking to a coworker who has a family member who's in the hospitals here. I'm in Minnesota. And I don't know if you know that there's been a high suicide rate within the healthcare system that they're not reporting because of the unethics that they're having, as in putting candy patients in with healthy patients to give them the candy. That's what they've been doing all along through this whole thing. And I had home care last year. The nurse was telling me how they were putting the candy as on death certificates for people.
Really?
So and the thing is that the people think that they've already dug around the layers. We haven't even gotten, past the first layer. It is so deep in how bad things are and what they want to do. But again, we are strong. We have overcome how much. We keep reinventing ourselves. We shouldn't have a problem as long as we stick together and do what's needed. So I'm not going to hold you anymore. And I will talk to you later. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you, little goddess. Indeed. Have a good time at work. Yeah, 90s hip hop, a lot of the classics. Go and listen to that Nas album, King's Disease Part 2. Go and listen to some Locks. And when they talking that gangster shit, put in mind that the people who you drilling is the real ops. You know what I mean? The people that you spinning the block on and you saying F you to, that's Dr. Fauci and them people. You know what I'm talking about. Use your alchemist mind. Make it work for you. While things go completely wrong, things are going completely well and completely right. Always know to see the coin from both sides. And we're going to continue to have these conversations and these powwows. We're going to continue to have these builds. Rising powers to Chucky Thompson, right? I just saw the Mary J. Blige documentary about her album. It was the anniversary of My Life. And they had the brother Chucky, he's from DC. He's a super producer. He produced many, many classics in the bad boy era, what is known as the tunnel era. He was the maestro behind many classics. You know what I mean? Go and listen to the playlist on Tidal, and you know what I'm talking about. He succumbed to COVID, and music like that, music that he produced by listening to the playlist. Go listen to some Biz Markie. Go listen to some Houdini. Go listen to some DMX. You know what I mean? Meditate. Stop tapping into the mainstream media. Too tough. Be very mindful of barbiturates, sedatives, GMO tings. Don't overindulge in anything. Don't overindulge in anything. You know what I mean? You want to practice some type of discipline and not overindulge in too much. And don't be too down on yourself too. I know it could be easy, but try your best to keep your spirits high. You know what I mean? Even if you got to join support circles and whatnot, it shouldn't be too hard. Um, like I said, when we do the roll call, if you see people that live in your state and they're on the line, feel free to hit them in private. You know what I mean? Or reach out to them in public and whatnot. You don't have to necessarily be on the DL and whatnot. Holler at them. See if y'all could come up with some type of meetup once a week so y'all could just break bread and just chop it up. You know what I mean? Just break bread and chop it up. You know? So yeah, rise in power to the brother Chuck. He is he will be missed by many people in the industry and whatnot. But yeah, man, we're coming to the end of the show. We will be back for Third Eye Thursdays. That is this Thursday, God willingly. We shall return. We'll be back in the building. And we'll continue the narrative. We have a lecture coming up on the 19th, and that's entitled When in Rome. When in Rome. All right. So look out for When in Rome. That's going to be part of our KTL University series. That's coming up on August 19th. The link is in the description. The link is in the description. All right. So with that being said, I want to say good night. And I bid y'all farewell. And y'all stay focused. Hold on. Do we have another caller? Oh, Sister Candy. I just saw you in the building. Yes, you said Eminem. Yeah, Eminem's verse. He wasn't on topic, bro. I don't, for the Eminem syllable, thesaurus rhyme book fans, yeah, I probably would like that, but I wasn't too impressed. Lauryn Hill, on the other hand, on Nas's album, she came through. She came through and delivered. She understood the assignment. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Miss Lauryn Hill. She understood the assignment. And I'm not hating on Eminem, but it wasn't moving. I like a few verses that he did when he did the RIPs, but yeah, that's about it. But that album, King's Disease, you know how we was champion King's Disease 1. That was a soundtrack. To be honest with you, to keep it a buck, when I went to Atlanta to record the Red Summer, the King's Disease was the album that gave me the push. Like that, I was listening to that for like a whole month, and then I finished the album. I was riding off of the charge that album gave me. So salute to Nas for coming up with a sophomore, a follow up. This to be honest with you, I think is better than the first one. Him and Hit Boy, they got a great chemistry. Yeah, man, this shit is grown man music. I love the fact that the 90s artists are shining and their pens are strong and they're relevant, and these niggas look, they look young and healthy. I really like that, especially now that we have all of these other artists that are dying from the golden era. You feel me? The fact that we still have brothers that were rapping since '91 still relevant, that means that we have hope. That the culture and the art is appreciated, and that means a lot. There's still value. There's still a value system intact and whatnot, and we're not just forgetting about our legends and throwing them away and acting like we too cool to listen to people our age rap to us. So yeah, fire. All right, love and light. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay up. Peace.